The final stretch of the transfer window promises to be electrifying for Newcastle United. Every day brings new moves, speculation, and twists that could completely change the course of the season. The pressure for reinforcements increases, fans demand answers, and the behind-the-scenes action is hotter than ever. The atmosphere is one of maximum anticipation, because any decision now could determine whether the Magpies will fight for the top spot or fall behind. And before we dive into all the news, like and subscribe to the Magpies News channel, because here you can follow every detail of this race until the end of the transfer window. Atletico Madrid striker Alexander Sorloth has informed the club that he wants to leave. This comes just as Newcastle are strongly interested. Signed for around 30 million just a year ago, the Norwegian has had his ups and downs in Madrid. He lacked consistency on the pitch, but he had goals galore. He scored 20 last season, including a historic hat-trick against Real Sociedad. Eddie Howe has already made it clear that he is looking for a replacement for Callum Wilson, and Sorloth appears to be a clear option for that role. With 66 goals in the last 3 seasons, the striker, who turns 30 in December, could arrive for around 25 million, a figure within the Magpies' reach. What weighs in favor of this deal is Sorloth's strained relationship with Diego Simeone. Sources in Spain speak of a complete breakdown between player and coach. This situation opens the door for Newcastle to act quickly and try to resolve the attacking dilemma that concerns the club. Besides his technical potential, Sorloth's physique also draws attention. Strong, tall, and with a presence in the box, he has different characteristics than Isak and could offer Howe an alternative in tougher matches, especially in the Champions League. Having a striker with this profile in the squad gives more tactical options and increases internal competitiveness. Another important factor is international experience. Sorloth has played in leagues such as the Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, and the Turkish Super League, always scoring goals. This experience could be valuable in a group seeking a balance between youth and seasoned players. For Newcastle, this is a transfer opportunity that could become the masterstroke of the window if the deal moves forward in the coming days. While Sorloth is a new addition, the Yoane Wissa saga continues. The Brentford striker sat out the match against Aston Villa, fueling rumors of a move to Newcastle even further. Manager Keith Andrews confirmed that he preferred not to include him, precisely amid pressure from the player to leave. The detail is that Newcastle has already offered 40 million, but Brentford is still asking for close to 60 million, a figure considered exaggerated. Even so, Wissa has made no secret of his desire to wear black and white and hopes a deal can be sealed in the coming days. Meanwhile, Jurgen Strand Larsen remains on the pitch for Wolves. Unlike Wissa, he continues to play, but he is keen on the possibility of competing in the Champions League with Newcastle. Howe and the board are analyzing both situations cautiously, knowing that the final week of the window could bring twists and turns. What's striking about this story is the timing. Wissa is willing to go all in to leave Brentford, even at the risk of internal upheaval. This demonstrates the depth of the striker's ambition and the strength of Newcastle's current jersey. When a player is willing to take a risk to wear the black and white, the board must recognize that the time to close is now. And amid this striker crisis, a rumor emerges that no one understands. Will Osula, the only center forward available at the moment, is being monitored by Bayer Leverkusen. Sky Sports journalist Florian Plettenberg raised this possibility, but let's face it, letting Osula leave now would be like pressing the self-destruct button. The young Dane didn't get much play in preseason, but the current situation demands he remain in the squad. Without Isak, who is on a collision course with the club, and without Callum Wilson, who has left, Osula's departure makes no sense, especially when the team is desperately searching for a reinforcement for the position. Newcastle fans know all too well that, in times of turmoil, you have to hold on to what you have. This speculation, at the very least, sounds out of place and makes no practical sense. What's clear from this rumor is how much Newcastle needs to shore up its squad. Losing Osula would further weaken an already vulnerable position and place Howe in an untenable situation. In a season where every player can make a difference, letting go of a promising striker borders on irresponsibility. Newcastle is in a true race against time. Sorloth offers a concrete opportunity. Wissa continues to push for a new signing, and Osula absolutely cannot leave. The situation is uncertain, but also full of opportunity. The board needs to act intelligently because every move now could determine the course of the season. So, fans, which of these names would you like to see at St. James's Park? Sorloth, Wissa, or even Strand Larson? Leave your opinion in the comments and subscribe now so you don't miss any news, because this window promises intense excitement until the very last second. The point is simple: either Newcastle accelerate now or risk falling behind. This is the time to demonstrate market strength, attract players who truly want to wear the jersey, and turn ambition into reality. The season is knocking on the door, and only those who truly prepare will reach the top.